Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is Ahmad Qadirov, and in today's lesson we're gonna be learning a vocabulary in use, intermediate level with Ahmad Qadirov about business and finance. So let's get started. This language is very helpful. So when we talk about rise and fall, right, as it always happens in business, for example, we talk about trends, right, movements and sales, how much you sell and prices. So the prices usually go up or go down or they increase, right, or rise. So they can also go up a little bit slightly or gradually over a long period of time or sharply, quickly, and by a large amount. Or prices can fall, go down, decrease slightly, again, gradually, or sharply. So if the prices don't rise and fall, they usually stay the same. demek bu task 1 için it's very helpful for IELTS task 1 by the way this language, especially when we talk about graphs with a trend. So there's a gradual rise in prices, there's a slight increase in profits, sharp fall in sales, which is a decrease of 10%. Profits were 5 million. So it's a very, very good language. So you can use, guys, with a which relative clause, or you can use with a there is, there are. If it's a recent event, you can talk about using, there has been. Profit is the money you receive from business after you paid all your costs. Like, for example, your taxes and whatnot. Your loss is the opposite, right? Last year, the company made a profit of 2 million, but this year they could make a loss. Financial language. With the economy now improving, banks are reporting positive signs as the number of loans is increasing. So we got some vocabulary here. The system by which countries trade, industry, and money are organized. It's all of it. Science means something that shows what's happening. Loans is the money that you borrow from banks usually. With the inflation expected to rise, inflation means at the rate which usually prices rise. Like the products are never the same, right? Like if you go to market, the same product is now more expensive than it was last year. So that is because of inflation and other reasons. Growing fears, it's increasing worries, right? Interest rates, it's usually, if you look at the language below, interest is what bank charges you. Like when you borrow money, you usually pay extra with the percentage as well. So that if you, for example, borrow $100 and interest rate 15% a year, you have to pay back not 100 but $115. And we also have the language called value of the pound fell. So that means sorry, I forgot the here. Figures usually it's the numbers, things that is shown in numbers. Trade is usually buying and selling between countries, and in a row means and one after another with no break. Like if you say 5 year in a row means 5 year back to back, non-stop, right? And the value of it means the money that something can be sold for, the value of something, right? And a quarter means the 3 months, any 3 months. Like for example, it could be also, but in business we don't call it summer, we don't call it winter, we just call it quarter, right? Because the quarter is a bit different. For example, winter could be December, January, February, but the first quarter of the year is actually starts with January. So it's January, February, and March. Increase it. You can also raise prices, right? And recession is time when economy is not successful. So as you can see, there's a lot of useful language to talk about. And here, I will now try to practice, and I would also recommend you guys to, do these exercises that they can really, really help. You can take a photo of it right now or pause the video and do it and check online yourself. So let me try to answer this question. What is the inflation rate at the moment? I would say inflation rate is really high in Uzbekistan because the value of SOM fell dramatically against the dollar. In fact, it has been falling for many years, but so I guess unless we increase the amount of export, this is not going to change. If you borrow money from bank, what is the approximate? Well, unfortunately, interest rates are significantly high in Uzbekistan. It's about 25% to 30% per year annual. So I would say it's really, really high compared to some of the European countries. Do you think the economy is doing well or badly? Well, I wouldn't say it's doing badly. It's doing okay. Like there's some progress thanks to the some reforms that the government has done, but it's still far from, what we can call a good economy. When was the last time your country was in recession? I guess it was in the early 2000s or maybe late 1990s, when country was still trying to get a foot on, like work and develop in all sectors after we have achieved, independence. What is the value of currency against dollar? Well, it's really, really low. It's actually 1 to 12,000. So it's like $1 is equal to 12,000 sums. That's too much, I guess, honestly. But that's what it is, what we can do about it. That's it, guys. You see, I practice it, and I wish also you guys, I recommend you to practice and do some speaking, do some writing here, and hopefully that will help you. Thank you so much, and see you in the next lessons. Share and like if you want, if you found this video helpful.